What's good? Yeah, it's your boy Matt, your favorite CEO, fitness model, and content creator. Listen, man, turn your back on your problems. You need to learn how to turn your back on your problems. Remember, what you focus on grows, what you focus on expands. What you focus on in your day-to-day life is what you attract into your life. So if I'm constantly focusing on my problems, every single day, focusing on this problem, focusing on that problem, rather than focusing on a solution to the issue, I'm going to get more problems to my life. Most people spend 20, 30, 40 years focusing on the issues that they have rather than focusing on the solutions to those issues. And that's why they continue to attract and manifest more issues. You know what I mean? So remember, what you focus on grows, what you focus on expands. So learn how to turn your back on your problems. When you're dealing with an issue, when you're dealing with a problem, whether it's financial, physical, health, your marriage, whatever it may be, turn your back on the issue and figure out a solution. Because to cry and complain and, oh my God, why me? Why me? Oh my God, why is this happening to me? Remember, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. So when you understand that, you're like, okay, cool. Somebody else on this earth has been through this same exact problem, if not worse. So I know for a fact if they overcame it, so could I. Because I'm a very strong-minded individual. I'm a strong-minded person. I have a strong mind. And I have the ability to overcome anything that I deal with. That's the type of mindset you have to have. And you also have to understand that you have to view yourself and visualize yourself already overcoming that issue. Because the best version of you, that problem is like you brush it off your shoulder, right? If the best version of you is able to overcome that problem, then you have to turn into that individual right now. You have to become that individual right now. I already know that the best version of me, these little baby ass financial issues that I dealt with in the past, I overcame it. So at the same time, I got to view myself as that person right now. And I got to start moving like that person. Okay, cool. I'm dealing with this issue. What am I doing wrong? Right? What could I do differently to overcome this? I'm having a financial issue. Okay, cool. Am I saving my money, or every time I get my check, am I buying dumb shit that I don't need? Right? That's when inventory comes in. That's when holding yourself accountable and taking accountability for your action comes in. Because remember, you are responsible for your own life. If you're going through shit, if you're dealing with shit, right? If you're struggling financially, remember, you created that situation for yourself. You created that scenario for yourself. If you're struggling financially because you bought something that you could not afford and now you're struggling and you can't pay your bills, that's because of you. That's not because of nobody else. Nobody told you to buy that car. No one told you to buy that house. No one told you to move out so quickly because you were in a rush to get something that you knew you weren't ready for. You know what I mean? Rather than waiting and having patience and, getting it when you were ready. You know what I mean? The reason why a lot of you are in health situations, financial situations, is because of you. So you have to learn, okay, cool. I am the cause of this issue. I am the cause of this problem. So if I keep going down this path and doing the same shit I did before, I'm gonna keep getting the same results. So I got to do something different, right? I have financial issues because I was doing dumb shit with my finances. I was overspending and spending money on things that I didn't need. So what did I do? I cut back on my spending. I cut back on my expenses, and I started saving and investing more of my bread. And now I have more money, and my net worth has increased so much more because I changed my financial habits. But I had that problem, but then I found a solution to that issue because I was the problem. My habits were the problem. The things I were doing on a day-to-day basis was giving me these financial issues. And that goes for anything, not just finances, your career, your health, your mental, your relationships, not only intimate, but like your personal relationships with your friends, your family. You know what I mean? You have to understand that you have to turn your back on these issues. Be aware of it, right? But don't focus on it. Because when you focus on it, it's always going to be something else that's going to be wrong. A lot of you deal with health issues. You have health problems. And you focus solely on the health issue itself when there's so many different ways and so many different solutions to get rid of that illness, to get rid of that, that thing that you're dealing with in terms of your physical health, right? There's a lot of different ways. Like a lot of you probably dealing with sickness, probably dealing with cancer, probably dealing with diabetes. And, I pray that everything works out for you. But at the same time, you can't focus solely on the illness because what's going to happen, it's going to continue to get worse. When you focus on the solution to that, okay, cool, I have this. It is my fault, whether I want to admit to it or not, whether you want to hear it or not. It is my fault because of my bad habits for the past 30 to 40 years. So now, what do I have to do in order to get rid of this? I can't do what I did before for the past 30 to 40 years. I can't consume what I did, I can't consume what I consumed for the past 30 to 40 years. So obviously I got to change my diet. I got to get in the gym. Past 30 years, you wasn't working out. Past 30 years, you was eating fast food. For past 30 years, you was eating fried food. You were consuming things on a habitual basis that were not in alignment with your best self, that were not in alignment with the healthiest version of you. So you got to ask yourself, okay, cool. Do I keep going down this path that got me this problem, or do I go down the other path and do the exact opposite so I can get the exact opposite of what I'm dealing with right now? You cannot continue to eat unhealthy when you have a health issue and expect a different result, expect it to just magically go away. Doesn't matter how much you pray for it. If you don't change your habits, baby, relax. If you don't change your habits, right? If you don't change what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, then you're never going to get a different result. You know what I mean? Most of you complain that you're overweight, you're not in shape, but you're still not in the gym. You're still eating unhealthy. You're still not drinking enough water. You're still not fasting. You're still not doing the things that the healthy individuals do. And you complain that you're overweight. You complain that you're constantly sick. You complain that you constantly have brain fog, that you always have low energy. But remember, it's because of your habits. You feel me? So understand that you got to turn your back on your problems. Turn on your back on your problems. I think there was something in the Bible. Stop, Stormy, stop. It was something in the Bible that it was talking about this guy. I forgot his name, but they said that like he was in a lion's den. I forgot what it was about, but he was in a lion's den and he turned his back on the lions. And that was basically like, in that sense, just comparing it to like you turning your back on your problems. He wasn't focused on the lions when he was in a lion's den with the lions. He was focusing on the light that he saw, which is, the solution to your issues. So focus on the light. Don't focus on the dark. You might be going through something right now. You might be dealing with a lot of different issues in your life. Remember, at the end of the day, you created these scenarios for yourself. If you're in a financial situation, that's because of you. You made it. You made a decision to put yourself in that situation. If you are dealing with health issues, remember, for the past 30 to 40 years, you're the one that put that fast food on your plate. You're the one that didn't go to the gym. You're the one that wasn't fasting. You're the one that wasn't drinking water. You were drinking soda with every meal. So you develop health issues. If you develop these different problems over time throughout the course of your life, remember, that's because of you. So you got to hold yourself accountable and realize I am responsible for everything that happens in my life. I'm dealing with this because of me. But now you have the ability to change it because you're aware of it now. Okay, I'm aware that eating this way gets me this result, so I'm not going to eat like that no more. I'm aware that me spending my money like this, it gets me this result, and I don't want this result. This result that I have is undesirable, so I'm going to go the desired route and do the things that's going to up my finances, that's going to up my health, that's going to up my physical activity, that's going to help me to elevate and evolve as a man or as a woman. You know what I mean? So you got to change your mindset, and turn your back on your problems. When you focus on something, it grows and it expands. So focus on the solutions, and then now solutions will just start coming. Okay, cool. I could do it this way to get this result. Oh, boom. I could do this way. Oh, boom. I got this help. Boom. I got that help. Boom. I got her help. Oh, shit. I didn't even know I could do it that way. Right? But when you're focused on the problem, you can never see the solution. You think solutions are impossible to the issue that you're dealing with. There are people who are dealing exactly what you're dealing with right now. Financial, physical, spiritual, mental. They're dealing with certain issues that you're dealing with, if not worse, and they overcame it. So there is always a fucking solution to what you're going through. Just focus on the solution. Stop focusing on the problems. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez. Like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. I'm back. Your boy.